we've made it. Congratulations, Feb Main 2021. Goodbye and good luck for the future.
Congratulations on finishing a very difficult year and good luck.
Congratulations, Media and Communication students.
Congratulations, Feb Main Drama students. You did it. Keep creating.
Congratulations everyone, you've done a fantastic job and I wish you all the very, very best for the future. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, good luck. I'll miss you.
Hello, February Main Biology students. What an extraordinary year we've shared together. Well done to each of you on all of your hard work, all the things you've learned, and all the skills and strengths you've developed. It has been a pleasure and a privilege to work with each and every one of you. From us on the biology team, congratulations and our very best wishes to each of you for your studies and for your futures.
Congratulations everyone.
Congratulations, all the very best for the future.
Congratulations! We are all so proud of you. We are so proud of your resilience, your diligence, and the way you have evolved. Well done. Now a bit of advice. Never ever give up. No matter how hard, how difficult, how challenging some things may become. Never give up. Try your best. Good luck and good wishes.
Good afternoon, good morning, or even good evening. It all depends which part of the world you're viewing this from and whether you're watching the ceremony live. My name is Richard Pickersgill and I'm the Dean of the Pathways School here at Trinity College. I'd like to extend a very warm virtual welcome to all students, staff, official guests, family and friends to this valedictory ceremony for the 2021 graduates of Trinity College. As is customary at the beginning of official ceremonies at Trinity, I would like to acknowledge the Wurundjeri people, who are the traditional custodians of the land upon which Trinity sits. I would also like to pay respect to the elders, both past and present of the Kulin Nation, and extend that respect to any Indigenous Australians who may be watching today. So, this graduation ceremony is unlike most in two big ways. Firstly, because you're all watching me online, and secondly, because you're the group of young people who have persisted through the trials and tribulations of a global pandemic to complete your foundation studies program almost exclusively online. Please do not underestimate the degree of resilience and persistence that's taken on your part to maintain your focus and achieve the success that you have throughout 2021. You will never forget this year, and I can see all of you in many years' time telling the younger people in your life, you think you've got it hard? I remember the pandemic year of 2021. We weren't allowed to do anything fun, and I still worked hard to make it to the University of Melbourne. Much of what I have to say today is to you, the students of Trinity College who are graduating. However, it would be remiss of me not to acknowledge the role that your parents have played in helping you get to this point today. So to those family members who are watching this ceremony online or at some point in the future, I say thank you. Thank you for delivering to us the amazing young people who are part of the 2021 classes, ready and prepared to engage in the academic program at Trinity. Thank you for being brave enough for committing to letting your most precious resource, your son or daughter, travel overseas to engage in a truly international education. And thank you for entrusting Trinity to be your partner in the quest to make your child's educational dreams come true. Now to the students. As you move from Trinity into your chosen degree program, you will make another transition, but one we hope that's been made easier by the experience you've had while you've been at Trinity. We know that the Foundation Studies program you've engaged in is a challenging one and often takes you outside your comfort zone, but as an academic staff, we're confident that the breadth of subjects that you've studied in a manner very similar to that which you will encounter in your university courses will hold you in good stead as you strive for success moving forward. Now, for anyone speaking at a valedictory, it's customary to offer some advice to those who are graduating. So I'm going to shape my top 3 pieces of advice for university success to a COVID-affected reality, all the while holding out hope that you'll be able to commence in-person studies at the University of Melbourne next year. Number 1. Firstly, whether you start virtually or in person, make sure that you participate in University Orientation Week activities. In doing so, try to mix with students from a broad range of nationalities and then join some clubs and societies that will challenge and stretch you, not just those you feel comfortable within. Some of my fondest memories of university and some of the best friendships I formed occurred when I participated in activities that were outside of my comfort zone. One of the most important things about becoming a truly global citizen is the ability to understand different cultures from the inside. In the process, coming to understand what really motivates and drives individuals from those cultures. So make sure that you meet people from a range of different nationalities. Piece of advice number 2. Just as you've engaged with the student wellbeing staff, the academic administration staff and the teachers throughout your time at Trinity, learn to use the support services that are available to you within the university. From a wellbeing perspective, the Student Union offers many services that can enrich your experience. If you need advice about the best ways to access support within the university, please don't hesitate to reach out to those staff members you know at Trinity. We're always there to provide you with help should you need it. Third piece of advice. Try and find that perfect balance between studying hard but also having plenty of fun. While you will no doubt experience long nights of study and intermittent pressure to complete assignments, your university years are also a time when you have the greatest degree of freedom just to be you. Once you move into the world of work and family, you'll find yourself increasingly focused on the needs of others. So for the next few years, focus on developing yourself into the type of person that you want to become, forming friendships and having lots of fun along the way. So congratulations to all of you, not only for managing but thriving within your Foundation Studies program. Congratulations for making a transition to online learning and making the very best of it. Most of all, congratulations for embracing the broad liberal education program offered at Trinity, in the process changing the way that you view education. From all the staff here at Trinity, we wish you every success in the next chapter of your life, and we hope to see you here at Trinity as your journey continues. The idea of transition provides a perfect segue to the next part of our ceremony. At each valedictory celebration, we invite a guest speaker to talk to the graduates. Today's speaker is Cynthia Chen. Cynthia is from Brazil and was a Trinity College Foundation Studies student in the July fast-track intake of 2009. After Trinity, she went on and completed a Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting and Finance at the University of Melbourne, and was a recipient of the Trinity International Scholarship, which enabled her to stay in the residential college in 2010. Cynthia has over 8 years' experience in management consulting, including a long stint at KPMG, and is now a strategy manager with the Woolworths Group. Cynthia is the current chairperson of the Trinity College Foundation Studies Alumni Advisory Group, which is known as TFAN, and this platform enables her to continue to promote alumni and student engagement, as well as create a strong network of Trinity connections for those who graduated Foundation Studies. By the way, Cynthia is also a very keen volleyball player and has recently started her own business promoting the sport that she's so passionate about. I'm delighted to invite Ms. Cynthia Chen to speak to you today. Cynthia.
Hi everyone, my name is Cynthia Chen, and I hope everyone's been keeping well and staying safe, especially during those hard times. First of all, I would like to congratulate everyone on achieving yet another major life milestone. Like you, I was once a Trinity College Foundation Studies student, and for me personally, completing this Trinity College Foundation Studies program was one of the best things that I could have done to make sure that my transition to uni life was smooth and easy. I felt that at Trinity I was able to practice English on a day-to-day basis, get used to the new language, and learn uni level content. So by the time that I started uni, I felt ready to kick goals, essentially. I understand that starting uni can be a little bit overwhelming for some of you guys. especially if you don't know what you want to do in uni. And I'll tell you something that I've learned in the past 10 years working this professional world. 99% of the successful leaders, successful professionals that I know, they didn't really know what they were doing in life or at uni. They didn't really know what they wanted to study, and whatever they are working with now, whatever industry or whatever job they're doing now, it's actually can be quite different to what they did back in uni. So if I could go back in time and give myself as a uni student one piece or two pieces of advice, I would say that first, if you don't know what you want to study, what major to pick, if you don't know what you want to do, that's completely fine, because whatever you pick in uni will not define your whole life and will not define your career pathway. There would be definitely an opportunity for you to learn what you like, what you don't like, learn what energizes you, what drains you, and slowly you'll be able to go through a process of self-discovery and understand what you really enjoy doing. And there will be many, many opportunities for you to adjust your career pathway or the direction of where your life is sort of taking you according to these discoveries. So don't worry about it. The second piece of advice that I would give myself is, even if you know what you want to study, the most important skill that you can develop in uni is not building knowledge. It's not memorizing or even understanding theories or frameworks. What really matters is that you develop interpersonal skills. So that means understanding other people, being able to relate to other people, connect, communicate, build positive, long-lasting relationships. And this is what will sort of make or break your career or whatever life goals that you might have. So I highly recommend you guys, I'm not saying that, passing exams, studying is not important. What I'm really saying is do make the effort to, meet as many people as you can and build your networks and build your interpersonal skills. Because, a lot of the opportunities that I got in my life, my first full-time job, getting into KPMG, starting our own business, it was all because of the connections and the relationships that we had. I hope those two pieces of advice are helpful. And when you get to Australia, make sure that you meet as many people as you can. Push yourself outside of your comfort zone and start building your own networks. Just want to wish you guys all the best and good luck with your new, chapter in life.
As part of any valedictory ceremony, we always like to have some musical performances from our students. Our first performer for tonight is Irene Young. Take it away, Irene. part of these ceremonies, we also ask one of your Trinity College academic staff members to speak to you and offer some advice about study, the University of Melbourne, and life in general as you move forward. Your speaker today has worked at Trinity for over 20 years, teaching both literature and EAP. She's a much-loved lecturer and tutor, and I can think of nobody better to speak to you on your graduation day. It's my pleasure to introduce Miss Neroli Hoadley.
Hello, students of the 2021 full-year program. Well, you have finished, and you have finished studying 12 months online. How extraordinary. I dare say you take it a bit for granted. You don't realise quite how extraordinary that is. But it is very extraordinary. We're very fortunate that we have been able to continue to learn and teach online these last couple of years as the pandemic has taken hold. And I must say, I have been very impressed by the way the students have coped with the demands of the pandemic over these last couple of years. What challenging times for all of us human beings on the little precious globe of our earth. But we have found out that life goes on, even with very challenging diseases. Now, my name is Neroli, and I have been teaching at Trinity College since March 1995, a decade or so before many of you were born. And this is one of the reasons why I know how very extraordinary it is that we have been able to continue to teach and learn over extraordinary distances this last couple of years as the pandemic took hold. When I started teaching at Trinity College in 1995, the very first thing I taught was a support subject to help students studying computing with the language of their studies. In that subject, I learnt two words: internet and intranet. Now, in those days, internet was a new word for me. How amazing. I am a pre-internet living human being. So, in 1995, I learnt the word internet, and I learnt to use the internet. And I believe there were merely a few thousand websites on the entire internet in those days. I looked it up, and the year before there was only 2,000 and something. And then in 1995, they started to expand exponentially. So I then, during my first year at Trinity College, learnt to use email. How extraordinary. We still used pigeonholes and we had paper to send each other messages for quite some time, but we started to use email. And gradually, email became the way we communicated with each other, both within the workplace and out of the workplace. Now, looking back, I can see that all of these changes were leading up to changes that made it possible for us to cope with the global pandemic of the coronavirus in the last couple of years in ways that would have been absolutely impossible, unthinkable 20 or 25 years ago. But here we are at the end of the program, and you have made it work. You have studied quite remarkable things, and you are going to go to university next year feeling well prepared. Very impressive. When I first started at Trinity, the person who employed me said, you'll really love your Trinity students. And I thought, yeah, well, I'm always fond of my students. And I am. But at that stage, I didn't know what remarkable calibre of people the Trinity College program attracts. Because it's a challenging program and it makes you do things you would find unthinkable, like drama and history of ideas and literature, how extraordinary. It attracts people who are willing to take the plunge, who are brave and open-minded. Normally, it also attracts people who are willing to be independent, to come to a new country, to cope without their parents and their supports. So it attracts very brave people. This last couple of years, you've had to be brave in a different way. You've had to try and cope with the demands of online learning from your own homes. Without the international experience, without the international education experience, and without the kind of supports that you can get from each other and from your teachers when you're studying in person. Very demanding. A different kind of braveness required. And it has been really lovely for me to see how you have been brave enough to try, and you have also been brave enough to bother to support each other in this difficult undertaking. Very remarkable. So, we are coming to the end of the pandemic, hopefully. Week by week, I've been talking to my students about how their own homes, families, communities, provinces have been affected by the waves of the pandemic as it's come through, bringing all sorts of changes which we couldn't possibly have imagined a year or two ago. And you're all still here. You're all still willing to work. You've all finished your exams. Well done. And you're all preparing for university. Well done indeed. I'd like to congratulate you on all being part of a most extraordinary global change that will open up our lives to possibilities unthinkable right now. Just like this, me talking to you electronically would have been unthinkable when I started at Trinity College 27 years ago. It has been my privilege to teach year after year, generation after generation of Trinity College Foundation students who every single year have astonished me with their courage, their resilience, their kindness. All of things the admissions office did not consider when they were choosing you. They checked your marks. They checked what your teachers had to say about you. But year after year, I am astonished by the calibre of all you young people. It makes my heart swell to think about it. I wish you well in your coming studies.
It's now time for our second musical performance of the evening. This one is by Emily Chua Jin Tong, and she will be playing a piece on her piano, Kindersesen, Opus 15, number 7, by Tramere.
Hi, I'm Emily from Feb Main 2021, and this piece I'm about to play, it's called Kindersenen by Schumann, and it was written kind of about beautiful memories and bittersweet farewells. So I'd like to dedicate this piece to my amazing teachers, friends, and of course everyone listening that has made it this far.
out to all of our amazing Foundation Studies students.
On behalf of Trinity College and your fellow alumni,
congratulations on your graduation.
In whatever way you choose to celebrate this significant milestone,
know that we are celebrating with you.
Even though we can't be together in person this time.
You're now part of a global community made up of more than 30,000 members.
So your journey with Trinity doesn't stop here.
Join My Trinity Connect, our online alumni platform, to stay in touch with your friends,
to keep up with the latest news from the college and your alumni community,
to find out about upcoming events in Melbourne,
and to find job opportunities and mentors.
We're here to support you as you start your university studies and your career.
So reach out to us at any time.
From all of us, welcome to the Trinity College alumni community. We look forward to connecting with you.
Greetings! I'm Zuxis Wu, and I am one of your speakers for the February-May 2021 Valedictory.
Hello everyone, I am Aria, and my full name is Huang Qinor. I am one of your February-May Valedictory speakers for the graduating class of 2021.
Hi, my name is Khalil Lalji, and I am one of your valedictory speakers for the Feb-May intake of 2021. And today, I am pleased to be able to be at the Lecture Theatre at Trinity College.
Hi everyone, my name is Veena, and I am one of your February-May valedictory speakers for the graduating class of 2021. I am perseverant, and I see that a lot of my friends are also perseverant, which inspires me even more.
Feeling lonely is not a personal issue, and everyone has experienced the disappointment at some point of their journeys. As an enthusiastic student, I have realized that it was urgent to have motivations in a boring online circumstance. As a result, I have decided to turn on my camera all the time to create a little sense of classroom for my teachers and classmates. The efforts might be weak, but I was happy that I have met peers who have done the same thing for others, and I was gracious about this.
Well, I am brave and creative. I dare to break traditional rules and make something new.
I try my hardest to be approachable and friendly, as I strongly believe that just a "hey, how are you?" has the potential to change somebody's day and just make it that bit better. I truly admire when somebody goes out of their way to approach me.
The memory that I'm most grateful for from when I started Trinity is meeting people from many different places in the world. I have friends from Malaysia, Guangzhou, Cambodia, Singapore, and it's very interesting to get to know various types of people from diverse cultural backgrounds.
Time flew, but I never forgot what I should be most grateful to at the beginning of my journey at Trinity. I was fortunate enough to meet some of the kindest teachers from literature, drama, history of ideas, English for academic purposes, mathematics 1 and 2, physics, chemistry, environment, development and design, and clubs. I have also met many excellent peers and friends from different subjects and from beautiful countries. It was my teachers and friends who made me realize my true values and made me believe that I could be one of the brightest stars just like them.
The memory that I'm most grateful for from when I studied Trinity was the group work. In term 4, I have 4 group assignments to do, and my classmates are just amazing. Each of them is at the top of the subject. They are patient, they are kind, they are hardworking, and they are all very good looking. I just don't know how to express how much I love them. They really helped me a lot and gave me the most valuable experience in Trinity.
I remember back at the start of my Trinity journey, I was so nervous when I joined my first orientation call. But within a few minutes of me chatting with my peers, I knew that the year ahead would be a great one. And that's a memory that I'm truly grateful to have.
I chose Trinity because enrolling to a university in Melbourne has always been my dream for the past 5 years. As soon as I found out that Trinity College provided a direct pathway to Melbourne University, within a few weeks, I applied to Trinity College and was convinced that Trinity is the right path for me after receiving my letter of offer.
On the first day I stepped into Trinity, I realized that this was a place of dreams, effort, and intelligence. It was a great pleasure to be involved in such a splendid environment.
I picked Trinity because Melbourne is the world's most livable city, and my parents want to immigrate here in the future. Then they recommend me to attend the best university in Australia, which is the University of Melbourne.
I chose Trinity when I was searching for an institution, as upon seeing pictures and reading testimonials, I realized that it's a cultural melting pot, where I'll be able to make lots of connections with people from all around the globe. Additionally, Melbourne as a city seems to be perfect for me. With the expansive food scene and the pristine beaches, I really feel at home here.
I faced a lot of challenges at the end of term 3, where I had a lot of assignments due. I had difficulties in balancing my social life and my school life. It felt impossible to finish all my assignments.
This year was full of difficulties and challenges due to the COVID-19 pandemic. During my journey, I have confronted the desperation of giving up more than once. It was a difficult period of time, and I have gone through an intense sense of loneliness because I could not meet most of the Trinity members.
I felt like giving up when I found there was still 5 assignments due and exams after I finishing the Hoi essay. Because by then I was too tortured by Hoi.
This year, I was so close to giving up when I was back in Kenya, and I had some classes at crazy hours, like chemistry at 3 a.m. But the thought of being able to come to Melbourne one day just managed to keep me going. And the added support from my peers and my teachers pushed me just that bit further.
Something I've learned about myself is that I have the ability to learn any skill. For example, I used to think that I'm very shy and unable to make the conversation flow and interesting. However, throughout my time in Trinity, I have been given the chance to try out new ways of socializing. This has significantly helped me to have better conversations and overcome my shyness.
The past 2 months were intense due to great heaps of assessments. Nevertheless, the fierce stress has taught me important lessons. Thanks to the last 2 months, I have realized how necessary it was to manage time appropriately. With an oriented timetable, we can always be prepared for the unknown future, and even hold the future in our hands.
In the last 2 months, what I have learned about myself is I have unlimited potential. And it was the first time I realized how awesome I could be when I saw my satisfying outcomes of study.
Over the last 2 months, I've learned so much about myself, as living alone has really allowed me to explore what works for me personally. For example, I found out that I can only study in a super quiet environment. But on a more serious note, I've come to realize just how privileged I am to be receiving such an amazing education. And I now recognize that our job as global citizens is to take this amazing opportunity and strive to make each day just that bit better for the world.
Success during a pandemic is being able to make new friends and have meaningful relationships, even if everything had to be online.
Success comes from devotions, And this also applies to the success during a pandemic. To me, success during a pandemic, or in general, is not getting 100% in all the exams, or being offered a place in the best universities. Instead, we are all successful because we are healthy and happy. We are all successful because we have showed the exams what we've got. We are all successful because we are here after 9 or even 15 months of online study without cold feet. There's no stronger evidence proving how successful we are today.
Success during a pandemic is being able to self-study. Because I have social anxiety, I actually feel more comfortable and can concentrate more on my studies without others around me. So, well, I know a lot of people may prefer face-to-face classes, but for me, I prefer online classes.
For me, success during a pandemic simply looks like resilience. Just having the strength to get back up from everything we've gone through and just say, I can and I will. Being able to just push onwards is truly admirable.
When it feels like it's too challenging, or there's too much work to do, or you feel like giving up, hang in there. Try to do it one at a time, and be loyal to the process. What's important is that you try your best, and that's always enough.
Dear peers and friends, we are standing in front of the path towards not only the sunlight and flowers, but also rains and chaos. No matter what will happen in the future, we are always the director of life and are always responsible for identifying what right and wrong are. Now, it is the time for us to show the world why we are more than meets the eye. Congratulations!
Good afternoon, students, parents, friends and staff. My name is Ken Hinchcliffe, and as the CEO of Trinity College, it's my pleasure to be speaking to you today on this very special occasion. This is quite a different kind of valedictory ceremony, as most of you are joining us from your home country, while some of you are with us here on the campus in Melbourne. I know the fact that many of us have been geographically spread out throughout your studies has had its challenges. But I'm so proud of the way you still banded together, made and stayed in touch with friends, even online, and got on with your studies. It was great to see that many of you participated in the Trinity Connection, an online platform for students to share artworks, articles, poetry, and their reflections on life studying online. I would specifically like to thank the students who worked with our chaplain, Heather, to provide weekly study and chat sessions for other students. We hope that this active mentoring of student-to-student leadership will continue in future foundation studies intakes at Trinity. You should all be very proud of yourselves for being so flexible and resilient in your quest to attain a good education, and I'm sure that these qualities will serve you long into the future. I'm also sure that you will go on to do great things when you finish your university studies, and I hope you stay in touch with some of your fellow students from around the globe. I've no doubt that some of the people you've met, even if it was over Zoom, will become friends for life, as you said, shared so many truly unique experiences in a period of history that we won't easily forget. I also hope that one day you'll actually get to meet some of the friends you've made online in person, perhaps at a Trinity College reunion. Before COVID, we used to run events with our alumni all around the world, and we hope to resume these someday when travel restrictions ease. No matter how you stay in touch and where your life journey takes you, I want you to know that your Trinity family will always be here for you. This includes your fellow students and our staff, including your brilliant teachers. I strongly encourage you to follow Trinity College on social media if you don't already, and feel free to send us an email at any time to let us know what you're up to. We love hearing what our former students go on to do. To all the parents and guardians listening, You should be incredibly proud because what your children have shown is great resilience and strength. And thank you for supporting them through their studies at such a difficult and uncertain time. Congratulations once again to everyone graduating today. I wish you all the best as you take the next exciting step in your lives. Thank you.
Hi everyone. Given this chance, I'd like to thank my family and friends for being very supportive and my teachers for always being there for me. Thank you so much. This year has been a blast.
What's up, this is Hika. Congratulations to all of us for graduating Trinity in 2021. I would like to appreciate all my PEs and tutors. I particularly want to say thanks to Benny Ho for whatever. And I also want to say thanks to Phoebe Chang, and I appreciate Crystal Liu for helping my damn math. Hope to see you all in Australia next year. Salute.
Hi, this is Ian. I'm so glad to study at Trinity College. It's an amazing experience to study here, and thank you for all the help and instructions from my lovely teachers and classmates. See you guys. I will miss you.
Hello, I would like to thank all of the teachers, staff, and friends that helped me through this year. You guys are really amazing and really helpful. Thank you.
Dear teachers and peers, thank you so much for supporting me throughout the journey. It was my best fortune to meet every single one of you. I will see you soon in the exciting future.
With a point of comb, go over my slides and make sure that you know this play. If you've not
I'm in the process of passing my time, or just in case you guys.
I'd just like to say a huge thank you to all of the staff at Trinity who worked so tirelessly this whole year to make sure that we've had a good experience. So thank you to everybody, thank you to the whole academic admin team, the well-being team, student experience team, and everybody in between. Thank you so much for working so tirelessly to make sure that we had such a great experience.
This year was quite an unforgettable year. We have the online courses from the beginning till the end. But I really appreciate all the Trinity staff try their best to make our class vivid and lively. And I also want to give my big thanks to all my teachers. Thanks for helping me preparing for the university life and teach me knowledge. I do hope we can have the chance to meet at Melbourne.